Hello friends, Rizorty here in another episode of our Rizorty's Bad at Battle Brothers playthrough. Last episode we successfully managed to fight off a number of enemies, taking only minor injuries on 2 people, well maybe a little bit more minor, everyone's at half life, but in generally a good shape regardless. I think today what we want to do is probably go engage with one of these 2 lodges, garrisons, castles, these spots where there are enemies near us. Either that or continue dancing from place to place looking at quests. We'll check real quick and see what quests are here in Neuenried. It was like a 2-star quest, or 2 skull quest. Not sure if I'm ready for 2 skull quests, just don't know at all. Also, it is a drought here. Food is pricey. Good thing we don't need food urgently, because food here is, really expensive. About double cost on the bread. That's quite pricey indeed. I kind of want to buy this hooked blade, as we've had a really good bit of luck using the pole arms of the back row instead of the pitchforks. But at the same time, it's kind of pricey, about half our money, so we don't want to use that right now. Let's go and check our people real quick, make sure everyone's in fairly good shape. Yeah, everyone's got armor on, everyone's got hat on. These people in bad shape. I think I should probably go ahead and bring in one of my apprentices here instead of Eberald. Now, Eberald's my level 5 character, one of 2 level 5s I have. It was a little bit silly not using him, but at the same time, I don't want him to die, of course. So we're going to pull him out of the line. We'll make him naked real quick. I don't think we should take his giant hammer. I think we should make the apprentice use some sort of other weapon instead. So the 2 apprentices, which one do you want to use in that role? They both have about the same melee attack, 56 or so. Slightly better melee defense on one, but neither one's particularly good at melee defense at all. I'm guessing it'll mean they get absolutely wrecked in the front row. That said, I think this guy is just a little bit better. After all, he is... he's fat, so he got more HP. Good job, go team. Hopefully this works out. Give him some armor, and helmets, a shield, and a spear, I believe is good for people with level 1 abilities. Good luck and Godspeed to you, sir. You have 50 of fatigue left, that's not a lot, but we believe. And then Roger here is almost fully healed up. Sprained ankle, more action points per tile moved, less initiative. We should probably pull him also, I guess. Don't want some of my people in when they're not ready to fight. So with this in mind, we probably should not be going for the hideouts of enemies right now, because level 1 character I don't think would do terribly well there. So we'll probably just walk from place to place for a bit, making sure that we are all healed up before we try any big fights. So we'll spread these guys out a little bit. Put you over here also. I got 2 spearmen now ready to go, and that will be just lovely, I think. Okay, so let's walk down to another town. Let's see what the 2 skull quest is. Sit alone, studying a map. Someone wants to meet me. Hello. Important delivery to Tiefenhaven, 2 days west from here. Unfortunately, a competitor outbid me acquiring a local band of caravan guards, and I need your services. Sure, we can do a caravan quest. I was going to go west anyway, so this is great. 970 crowns. Wow, how about more than that? 1030. Alright, hopefully they don't have any fights. Good luck. Good luck. 2 days to the west. I accept. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I think I've become suspicious of caravan quests in that you don't get any experience while on them. No fighting experience. But if we're traveling place to place anyways, this is a perfect use of our time. We're in Tiefenhaven, which is this one up here. We've been to a lot before. That's absolutely wonderful. Unfortunately, we're not going to get close enough to Tiefenstadt as we go by to click it and see what quests they have available, I don't think. Also, there have been marauding greenskins in this area. Hopefully they'll leave our little caravan alone, but I do like these quests for making money real quick. The experience is an issue, though. Alright, here we go. You really should push harder to learn what you're transporting. A group of men has accosted you on the road, demanding you turn over the caravan and go back the way you came. When they inquire as to whom exactly is making this demand, they state they're from House Niddergaard, and that every good you're transporting was stolen a week ago. The lieutenant makes the option for peaceful passage clear. Leave and you shall live. I have no qualms with your people, only your taskmaster. However, you impede our requisitions here and you shall die. Don't die over goods that don't belong to you. It's not worth it. Alright, so the local noble house, that is to say the police, wants our goods. I don't think I can fight off a force of nobles. I've seen them fight before. They have really good armor, really good weapons, and more than that, they're lawful authorities. So I'm going to give up the items. Otwin of Norid isn't going to like this, but if he was shipping stolen goods, he shouldn't have told you. With a flick of your hand, you order your men to step back. The bannermen immediately convert the caravan, unloading its good while hapless detailers and merchants watch on. I'm a bad mercenary. I'm a bad mercenary. Alright, so I don't think we're getting paid for that one. I believe we've failed our mission. Is our reputation down because of that? We're still professionals, apparently. And I'm guessing if I had turned in, or kept the items that fought off the house, they would be very angry with me. So we broke a contract. I think that's what we broke last episode, where we didn't find all those beasts in the field. But yeah, I think if we'd fought the house, we would have gone very, very poorly. And I'm not willing to get in trouble with local law enforcement right now. Yeah, because they look, first Stephen Set Company, 18 men. Oh, no good at all. We arrived though. What's in the marketplace? What we got here? Looks like a lot of stuff I sold to them, a bunch of orc stuff, and not much else besides. Everything is really, really expensive there, so no, we don't want to buy from them, I believe. Let's go and check the pile of men here and see what they got. That's a monk, I think, and a killer on the run, cripple, a caravan hand, grave robber, eunuch, fancy noble. Alright, don't think of anybody here, but yeah, at this point our team's basically full anyway. I don't want to have too many people who got to pay for them all. Thieves. I think I was told earlier to look out for, what was that? So something I'm not seeing here I was told to look for, but I don't quite recall what it was, so no luck. Alright, our people in the back row are basically healed back up now, so our level 1 characters got a bit of time in the field, but didn't actually do anything. They just kind of stood there. Let them keep their spears, I guess, since no one else can use those right now, I don't think. So we'll promote armor again. Your flail back on. And I guess we'll give you your clothes. You look kind of ridiculous in the back row. And Eberald is nearly healed up. You know, I'm going to say it's going to be soon enough. So put Eberald back in the front. You are the Eberald replacement. Errol the student. We'll trade you out. You can keep your spear again. And we get Eberald equipped up. I kind of wonder with this two-handed character, I should give him some a one-hander and a shield also, in case he has to get into some kind of tanking. If you start taking a lot of damage, keep him alive. A shield and one-hander might be better, but that doesn't require having more inventory space. Now there is a perk for carrying additional bags and such. I don't quite recall what it's called. Yeah, bags and belts. Unlocks 2 extra bag spaces. Item takes bags in order to give him penalty max fatigue. So yeah, it'd be good to have additional items on him at least. I think next level up will probably get that. Though I am considering a mastery or maybe one of these 5th tier ones. Reach advantage. Learn to use superior reach of large weapons. Each hit with a 2-handed melee weapon adds a stack of reach advantage that increases your melee defense by 5, up to a maximum of 5 stacks, until this character's next turn. A single attack hitting multiple targets can add several stacks at once. So I don't think this weapon hits multiple enemies. It doesn't have a cleave in front of it, I don't believe. But it might still be nice to have reach advantage there. Gives more melee attack after all, or melee defense after all. Overwhelm. Learn to take advantage of your high initiative. With every attack hit or miss against an opponent, attacks after you the current round inflict overwhelm stats, which lowers both melee skill and range skill by 10% at 1 turn. So we lower the enemy's ability to attack by missing them and hitting them, I guess. Then Lone Wolf. Work best alone. Yeah, I think I'm not going to do that. I like when men kind of clumped up together, so the idea of having no allies with 3 tiles makes no sense. Underdog. Used to it, defense mouths due to being surrounded by opponents no replies. I mean, I think Emerald's gotten a little stronger than once. Maybe we could get that eventually. The footwork allows footwork to enter and leave zone control without triggering free attacks. Cool. Maybe eventually. We'll see. Alright. For now, though, I guess we will take this shield and put it in Emerald's pocket just in case. It'll be a one-hander dagger guy for right now. We'll see how it goes. Okay. So, what quests are here? 2 skull ones. Old shopkeep weighs you down. He wants to go talk to Conrad Tiefenstadt. Take cargo to Eichendorf. Where is that? I think I don't want to take any more of these cargo jobs. How many crowns? 880. More. 950. All right. Please don't be stolen goods. 2 days northwest. Let's go. For stolen goods again, it's not going to go well, but... Oh, we're doing it by foot. I was ready to sit back and enjoy the travel once more. I just sat there awkwardly like a dumb for an hour or so. All right, let's go check out Tiefenhaven. They had amber to buy and sell before. Might be fantastic to buy some of that and take it elsewhere to sell. They do still have amber. It's more expensive now than previously. So what is the effect here? They're rebuilding, and they've been raided, and their children are being abducted. Yeah, lots of quests to deal with. Probably do that eventually. We got here Horse the Juggler. Jugglers need to have good reflexes and hand-eye coordination for a profession. I want to see him juggle that axe right into an orc's head. He's about a third of all my money, though, so not right now. Someday I'll be rich. Someday. Also, I noticed earlier my men's eagerness, their mood is all just content. Let's buy them a round of drinks. Hooray! All right, drink to fallen comrades, all in good shape now. People are a little happier, still some contents, but we're not going to buy more alcohol, of course. So, looks good. Let's then continue on north to Eichendorf. On the way, we can maybe stop at some other cities and see what they have going. Yeah, even these quests, though, don't give any experience on the way. I think that might be a bit of an issue. But Sondheim, it is closed. There's one skull, though. I kind of want that. Was it stolen? Oh, no. Oh, all these poor villages never managed to hold on to their people long enough, even though I constantly clearing them out. Alright, so we're going to cut through the forest. Lots of footsteps there. I wonder if the footsteps are villagers or brigands or fight there. Trading caravan that way. This way. These footsteps are backwards. 7 brigands. You know what? Sure. Sure. Okay. A few brigand poachers and some brigand raiders. I think I feel good about this. So the poachers are going to be archers. Hopefully they don't cause problems. I think they're running away from me. I think they're afraid of the mighty battle brothers. No high ground at all. Also, their ranged people just have slings. Now, I think I had a sling really early game. I don't remember what it does at all, though, unfortunately. So, I don't know what's going to happen. We can't shoot anybody this turn. Though, our Ulfert, who got the bow mastery, can actually shoot this turn. It'd be great. They're going to come in closer, I bet. Yep, oh gosh, here they come. That fine fellow is not having a shield. This guy has a... What is that? Like a pike of some sort? It's an absolutely giant two-handed weapon, though. I expect he's going to stab somebody straight through with that. But we can attack him. 38% there versus 54 here. Let's go ahead and hit the one we're not going to hit. Also, there's new hats I've not seen before. Well, we'll see. Oh gosh, a miss. Finally a hit, but almost no damage done. These people have some serious armor. I mean, his armor is very, very similar to mine. Oh gosh, alright, so Emerald, who does not have a shield on, still has a split nose, is now dazed, so I think he doesn't get a turn this time around, unfortunately. I should probably shield up for him really soon. Tostig can't see anybody yet, maybe in a bit here. This time they're all coming this direction. I wonder if they're attracted to the high ground here. I wonder if I should have tried to take that right away. Probably so. We'll have Fritz and Kettleman both move down, I suspect. So it goes. Hey, axe throwing guy. Good stuff. Doing a little damage to the armor, not much though. That's Emerald's daze. What exactly does daze mean? Characters use so heavy a blow, they're dazed, confusing gasp for air. We're off in 2 turns. Lower fatigue, lower initiative, lower damage. Alright, he still gets his turn though. So I would like to have him move down to this spot, I believe. After someone else has the high ground. Actually, let's put him on the high ground, in that since there's no shield, he'll be really benefited by the high ground defense bonus. Cool, that seems good. Yeah, I feel about that. Hopefully an enemy will come in and attack there. So we'll have high ground here too. Now we need someone else to shift down and protect the archers. I'm sure it will all work out though. Yeah, let's just have everyone shift down a fair bit. Alright, so you can't jump that far this turn. Other people are going to go soon. We'll pass Roger for right now. And pass you for right now also. You bounce down to here. Shift in the line. All good, all good. Okay, archer guy now. 27%. Not so good. Okay, man with large spears inside of this grassland now. I wonder if he can reach 2 distance with that weapon or no. I can't throw into the bush and attack him, unfortunately, so that's no good. I'll have Tostig go ahead and change to be a 2-hander now, I think. Actually, Tostig has my 1 crossbow. He's only a 57 range skill, but sure, let's crossbow for a bit. Next turn. And I don't think anyone will charge up Volker, so pass your turn for now. Let everyone else move down a bit. Aha! So when you get in close against the bush, you can see him. I'm glad to know that now, but at the same time, I'm glad also that the person moved past him to get stabbed. Alright, him in the head. Great. And you know what? Let's move in, him in the head again. Oh, we're not quite in range there, unfortunately. Yeah, this is not as close as I thought it was. That's good, though. Wow! Man with Giant Spear got absolutely wrecked there. Good job, Flail guys. I really want to use the high ground here. That's why I kind of move in with Kettlemund. How aggressive to be? The question for me. If I'm moving aggressively, then Emerald can't do anything. So I think we're just going to shield up right now. And next turn, figure it out. This guy just passed instead of moving in. He's waiting for later in the turn. He's giving an interesting shield to the Stone Thrower. See how it goes. Chance of hitting him is only 37. Do a little more damage here. Soften up a little bit. My sense of my archers are doing very, very little, unfortunately. Also, these people do have good armor, don't they? I should be trying to start thinking about how to get armor off of them. Especially the lamellar armors here. And the ones back here are less good. So I think I want to keep these guys alive as long as possible, but I should probably do some damage. Alright, destroy the armor right there. You know, I say I'm going to keep him around, then immediately I finish him off. That's how it goes. Alright, let's look down here. We have the spear on this guy. Or not spear, it's the knife on this guy. So, little puncture? Little puncture? No puncture. Yeah, maybe this time it's not going to go terribly well for destroying armor, unfortunately. A hit. Alright, so new crossbow guy, come on forward and shoot across the line. Into the shield. Alright, does Hadabran have a pokey knife? He does not. He also doesn't have as a bow despite having arrows. That's no good. That's no good at all. Probably fix that between fights. Okay. So, if I come down to here, this guy has a knife also. Yeah, they want to try to poke people down in combat, which, in the midst of combat, which I don't normally do. We'll see what happens. Alright, Sigurd has a knife also. We'll change back to weapons a little bit here. Puncture for now. One more. Okay, Rodri has a nice knife also. Yes. Move to here. Okay, as much as I want to knife on all these people, I worry that the Stone Throwers are going to destroy us. We're wasting time this way, but sure, let's try. 5% chance of hitting. Wow, that's pretty bad. Get a kill here. Get a kill here. Not just block off at least. Now, Emerald does have a dagger. Next turn, you can do some work. Okay, so dagger guy, puncture here. There we go. Hopefully the armor exists still. Actually, that guy may have had no armor remaining. I'm not exactly sure. And we'll come down to this one and try to help. The stones keep missing. Hopefully that continues long term. I'm sure eventually they hit somebody in the head, they're immediately knocked out like David versus Goliath. I suspect. This guy's armor is fully untouched, so this might be really, really good. Alright, so crossbow guy, shoot at the one with no shield. 40% chance to spend the shield. No luck. Alright, 200 McGee, let's have you come to here. We'll stab up this way in a moment. Alright, Mr. Crossbow guy. Here, and shoot this way. Good. I think our men have taken... I shouldn't say this. I think our men have taken no damage so far, and that feels really, really nice. But at the same time, I'm suspicious that at any moment, the damage will come in a big way. Hadderbrand, I want you to go shank one of these two. But if you go to here, you are exposed at the middle from the stone guys. So I don't really see a great place for Hadderbrand right now. So we'll move him here and pass his turn for now. Okay. and go here and shoot this way. I hit our people, so we'll cancel you also. Where it's not set up terribly well right now for doing much good damage. Oh man, Roger's shield is taking some real damage there. Alright, another one down. I think we saved another armor rather. So maybe we got 2 armor so far. People that remain are all relatively bad armor. This guy has a leather coat on. Might be worth grabbing that if we can. So, charge. Always miss a lot. Always miss a lot, cat. I think we should probably get working on the back row here as possible. Our army of knifed people. I kind of love it. I kind of love all of knives right now. Friend Walter, you out also. Man, Walter's kite shield. So much HP, love that. Oh, actually, I shouldn't use the knife quite yet, because we don't really care about this guy's armor at all. Not a bit. Alright. And we don't care about his armor at all. Let's get some 2-enders in there, maybe. Archers in there also. 35%, sure. No lucks. Alright, 200 guy. What are we going to do with you? Probably not a good move there, and that he's not exposed to the stone guys and those shields. But we'll see what happens. Huh. I'm surprised the stone people did not attack on Hatterbrand. They're pivoting behind their shield wall. It's interesting, but I don't know what they're trying to do. Alright, more surround there. Let's go ahead and just straight on. Actually, just puncture again. This guy has maybe armor I want. Oh boy, they have knives also. Knife fight, here we go. This guy's fully fleeing, so we can actually ignore him for a little while. And just focus on the people towards the top. But we're gonna get behind him. Okay, they're both now totally fleeing. That is really great. Really, really great. If we just keep missing, that's less great. I don't forget the guy's helmet also. Oh, he's fleeing away. No, he's not bleeding. We gotta get on top of him. I want that helmet at least, not the armor also. We'll see. Alright, so we're gonna move Volker where we can get a stab on these guys. Nowhere quite yet. We'll pass them for right now. You shoot poachers. The missing. Bad. Pass Hatterbrand for right now also. Yeah, luckily, Fritz here is going to attack against the fleeing guy before he gets run away again, which is great. For now, sure, good. Hey! Dead poacher something. Oh no! The Brigade Raider got switched in position. The swap, the rotate there. That's no good. That's no good at all. He gets away with that helmet, I'll be so dismayed. So, I want to move out, but this guy is not yet fleeing, so I move out, then we'll get a attack opportunity against it, but we're past turn right now. And you... I think I just start fighting through, unfortunately, so... You're fleeing also. Cool. Normal attack, though. Excellent. And, okay, pass your turn also. I want Fritz to hop past if we can. He's moving 5 turns. I think we're just gonna move. Oh, maybe he doesn't, with a ranged weapon, he doesn't get a free attack at all. Unfortunately, with moving, we didn't get attack either. Okay, can we get anywhere? Looks like no. I think he's gonna get away, unfortunately. Run fast, little friends. Run fast. I mean, when he flees, we'll get free attacks against him, so that might be good. Might do something. There he goes. Armor still survives barely. He's got a tiny bit of health left. I'll get the kill next turn. Alright, if I move in, our sergeant can't do anything, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think we use the two-handers particularly well this fight. But now we're all surviving is pretty good regardless. I shouldn't get too dismayed over it. Alright, get a kill with the sergeant. Hey, there we go. Now it's going to pass down until my people in the back row here. Or sorry, front row here. Their back row. And move in. Puncture, miss. Puncture. There we go. Alright, pretty good fight. Fritz the dog, our A third of the starting companions levels up to level 5, I believe. Walter and Carson level up also. Some huge damage done by Ulfert and Volker and Fritz. All pretty good team. Very little damage taken by anyone. That's a good fight through and through. And yeah, we got one actually good armor we can use, and then two that are less great, as well as nasal helmets. Okay, so these are the same kind of helmets as the gray ones, just painted differently. Maybe they belonged to a noble house at one point. Now this thing I've not seen before. A pike. A long pike used for thrusting over some distance and keeping enemies at bay. Range of 2 tiles. Does 60 to 80 damage. That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. Let's go and look at that compared to our current back row two-handers. I think it's a big upgrade maybe. Let's see here. So on you, for instance, Warforged is 40 to 60 versus the pike, which does 60 to 80. 100% effective versus armor. Lowers fatigue by 14. I think that's the one issue, is it lowers fatigue substantially, but that seems amazing. So who in the back row is consistently a two-handed person? I think Hatterbrand is with 57. So yeah, you get the pike instead of the Warforged then. That's huge. Absolutely huge amount of damage. Nice upgrade there. Other than that, this lamellar armor is an improvement on the padded leather. We'll shift you to this. And then, does anyone need padded leather right now? The back row two-handed people already all have padded leather armor, unfortunately. The only people that remain with non-padded armor are, well, the people in the reserve, of course, and then also our archers. So padded surcoat is -4 fatigue. Padded leather is double that, but we haven't had any fatigue problems on our archers yet. So I think we're going to continue improving these. And with that, I believe everyone's wearing at least padded leather armor. That's fantastic. All right, Karsten the Gravedigger gets to level up. Karsten is currently nothing in particular. He's just a guy who hangs out, I guess. We're going to give him a point in melee defense. Getting good someday there. We'll give him some health. And we'll give him, you know what, some fatigue. Sure seems good. And then Volker the Fisher. Wait, I have to still pick a perk for Karsten. Karsten, what do you do? What do you do? You do damage and such, so we're going to give you crippling strikes. More injuries, more good. And then Volker the Fisher, our sergeant, is leveled up. First things first, points in resolve and points in melee attack, and I kind of want to go range defense since he's the back row, but maybe just straight health would be good also. You know what, I'll give him more range defense. Sure seems good. And then what perk for our mighty fellow? I mean, if he's going to be consistently using the battle standard, which is a polearm two-hander, maybe we should give him polearm mastery. Master polearm by keeping the enemy at bay. Skills build up 25% less fatigue. Polearm skills are action point cost reduced by 5, and no longer a penalty for attacking targets directly adjacent. The enemies get close in again, so we can push them back without having lousy accuracy. I mean, we haven't had fatigue problems on him at all. The only polearm skill we use is Impale over and over again. I can't decide if polearm master's any good. Maybe for really long fights it would be. But what else might be good here? Is there anything else that increases resolve or makes our people feel more excited by life? I don't know. So I think yeah, we're gonna give him polearm mastery since he is the sergeant. Cool. And then lastly, 2 more level up still. Walter also. Walter is, yeah, just some guy on the front line. Melee skill all the way. Maybe a two-hander someday, I think, possibly. But we give him melee skill and health, and I think he needs more fatigue, looks like. Only over 100 base fatigue, I think. Though 2 is a very low roll. Maybe we should hold off to get a better roll there. At 4 initiative. I'm still not exactly sure what initiative is used for, other than attacking earlier in the fight. Let's give him resolve. Oh yeah, he's a deserter. We gotta put deserter points into resolve to get over like 40 or so, I think. And a perk. Let's go with what's brawny? Fatigue dish penalty for wearing armor helmet reduced by 25%. I mean, it might be good to get more fatigue that way, possibly. We'll go rotation. I haven't used it yet in battle, but at some point I want to, and if it's not there, I'll be so sad. All right, Fritz the dog, a level 5 character now. The health and the melee attack and the Melee defense, I guess. Cool. And then, what are you doing? So right now you're the Poke Knife guy. I think we want the Poke Knife on whoever's the highest melee skill, other than my two-hander with a 74 there. And I really think best melee skill right now is on Fritz, but it won't be long-term because he has no stars there. And so the 60 here and the 63 here are going to catch up before too long. So I think when I use Fritz on something other than a knife long-term, I don't want to specialize him in weapons quite yet, I'm fairly sure. Let's give him crippling strikes. Actually, no, he's always going to use the dagger, right? We don't need to have more items for him in his bag. Oh, he's not going to be a dagger guy long-term, though, so maybe we do want to give him the bags and belts, start carrying more things. I gotta start just loading items in people's pockets, I think. Resilient. Steel Brow. Hits the head, it no longer causes critical damage. That sounds great. I mean, all these things sound so great. I'm guessing some of these perks are no good at all, but I don't quite know which are good yet and which aren't. But let's go with Shield Expert. Learn to better deflect hits to the side that block them head on. Shield defense mode is increased by 25%. Shield damage received reduced by 50% to a minimum of 1. Knockback skill gains chance to hit. There is a 25 melee defense. That seems like relatively high compared to basically everyone else. He's got a kite shield. You know what, sure. We'll give him shield defense, dodge. 15% of characters' current initiative is bonus melee and range defense. Is dodge good? I mean, it was just disparaging initiative. I am not sure. Wait, Fortified Mind, increased resolve by 25%. Sergeant needs this. Alright, make a note. Gotta get Fortified Mind next turn instead of Polearm Mastery. Mistakes made. More resolve, more yes. I'll go with shield defense for now, I think. On you. Alright, choices have been made. Not sure the best choices, but are my choices anyway. We got some fancy armor we can sell if we want to. These nasal helmets are up to 105. How's that compared against these? Better than the ancient household helms. Cool. Now our outside edge people can have blue helmets, looking very attractive, gentlemen. In the middle here, the ancient legionary helmet's 130. That's definitely better than anything else we got right now. So the entire front line has nasal helmets or better. Are they all padded nasal? Yeah, they all look like they're padded as well, so I think we're good there. The only question then is, do I put on my back row heavier helmets? On the back row meleeers, we definitely want to do so. Do that and that. And then we'll save these Rusty Mail quests for later. Looking like good upgrades, feeling pretty good. Alright, we'll continue on to our quest location at Eichendorf and see what happens when we get there in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again real soon.